Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges.
Eastern Conference Playoffs.
Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of this Eastern Conference Round 1 matchup. 2-0 so far. You look at the Knicks. Even though they start this series in a hole, Greg, it wasn't entirely unexpected, but now at home, they have to put a W on the board.
And you know, Kevin, I look for them to be more comfortable here tonight. You often shoot better at home. Sometimes role players produce more at home. It's an environment and a crowd filled with energy that you're used to.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Prince in at the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Anunoby. Outside, Towns. Towns, a screen on Prince. Anunoby has the open look. Buries it from three-point range.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Over to the wing. And Lillard kicks to Lopez. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Coming to this one after losing on Sunday.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
Anunoby passes to Towns. Out to Bridges. No good from outside.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. I asked him what his team needed to do in order to contain Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach told me we have to make sure to communicate and help out on defense, specifically clogging up and taking away lanes to the rim. That's how he can really hurt you. Of course, it'll be an all-hands-on-deck tonight approach, trying to stop the Greek. Guys?
Thank you, David. Prince finds Giannis. To the wing right side. Lillard, the pass to Prince. It's over Anunoby. No good off the back of the rim. New York's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Beyond his wingspan, Giannis' timing is what makes him a special shot blocker.
Prince, the pass to Trent. Back to Prince. Over in the corner, Lillard. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Prince kicks to Trent. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out left to the wing. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebounded by Hart.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Bucks trail by 5. Lillard outside. Good on the triple.
You just cannot permit Lillard to get into a zone from deep. I mean, once that happens, you can't turn the valve off.
Towns, a screen on Lillard. Here's Brunson. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Giannis passes to Lopez. Here's Lillard.
Still such a fantastic penetrator. When Dame Lillard spots a lane, he doesn't pass it up.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Brunson against Lillard. Hart, wide open, he fires. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Trent passes to Giannis. Lillard dishes to Prince. Lets it go from deep. No good there. And we reached the end of the first quarter. New York ahead, leading by 5. After this break. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
They've got Achua. Miles McBride out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Robinson, and it's Dadier in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. Green kicks to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Right wing. Here's Kuzma. Hits it from three-point range. Kuzma's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Bucks.
The timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
And it's Brunson missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Shamit's checked in for the Knicks. The Bucks also with the sub. Sims is checked in. Outside Jackson. Pass to Porter. 5 on the clock. Robinson with the block. The steal. Now here's Kuzma. Covered by Achua. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Mobile and tenacious on the drive. Kuzma. Easy to see how he gets these calls.
He's off on the first. Hard, he's checked in for New York. Bridges comes in for Landry Shamet. And he's good on the second. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Lets it go with the 3. Offensive rebound. Nails the baby hook.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are 3 points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
There's Porter, and it's blocked. Hard against Kuzma. Here's Robinson, and Robinson throws it down.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
New York shooting their first free throw of the evening. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Some changes here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Trent subbed in for Green. Bucks trail by 5. Giannis dishes to Porter. On the wing, Jackson. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Back to Porter. Shot clock at 6. There's Jackson with the 3. Sims. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Hart. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Antetokounmpo inside. Covered by Achua. Porter, no luck. The Knicks leading by 5. Here's Hart. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Powers through inside. Giannis.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
The knee just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Pass to Achua. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Out to Brunson. Off on the layup. Bucks trail by 3. Giannis passes to Sims. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Back to Antetokounmpo. Using his size, Giannis.
Good luck against Giannis in the paint. Get out of the way is probably your best option.
Bridges kicks to Hart. Over Jackson. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Welcome all. Game 3, and it's a real halftime cliffhanger for the New York Knicks.
Well, they've got this crowd on the edge of their seats. It's been one heck of a game. And if they continue to play well, they're...
And looking at where the Knicks stand in this series, I'll get straight to it, Kenny. Is this a must-win game for them? And that is a wrap.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Bucks trail by 3, and Milwaukee looking at who they've got. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Prince in at the small forward position. New York shooting about 42% so far. And here's Brunson outside. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Prince kicks to Lillard. Pass to Jackson. Prince in the corner. Lillard against Brunson. Lillard surveying the D. With a lead. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. It's a 1-point game. Prince with the defensive effort. Anunoby's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Bridges against Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Look at Lillard rising up there. Wow, didn't know you had that, Dame. Here's
Brunson. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Pass to Hart. Fires the three. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
And to Kumbo. What muscle from Giannis on the finish.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Anunoby against Prince. A deep three from Towns. Sinks the three-pointer. Towns has got 5 points so far.
I do not think you can overstate Towns' range. I mean, he takes a tough shot there and makes it look easy. You know, in the first half, they shot just a little over 30% from the field, but since the break, that number's gone up.
Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind it out.
Here's Giannis. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
Bridges passes to Anunoby. And again, New York with the triple.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
Achua, he's checked in for Anunoby. No good on the second free throw.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Kicks it out to Lillard. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Towns a screen on Lillard. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from Brunson.
And he has become deadly from that in-between area. Brunson is efficient on the midi as anybody.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Tips it. Brunson on the follow. Brunson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
A different look for New York. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Josh Hart. Miles McBride comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Payne in for Jalen Brunson. Kumbo against Towns.
Yeah, you know, Towns is a big physical guy, rugged inside. He uses that size to draw the foul.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now
to review the play.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's hear it for all the answers.
The first one falls.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time, and he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
Here's Kuzma. It's hauled in by Achua.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Knicks lead by 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
NBA playoffs, round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Miles McBride out there with Achua. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Payne in at the 1. That's the 5 for New York right now. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Prince is checked in for the Bucks. Lillard comes in for Porter. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if we can get it done.
Thank you, David. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Lillard.
Dame with a strong finish at the rim. Boy, can he pack a punch.
Brunson draws the double. Shot's good by Achua. Achua's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Knicks.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And a new group in for the Knicks. Towns is checked in for Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for Achua. OG Anunoby's checked in for Miles McBride. And it's Bridges in for Cameron Payne. Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Lillard kicks to Trent. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's rebounded by Towns.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And earlier in his career, Bridges was tentative about putting the ball on the floor. Not anymore.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Lillard with it. Hart covering. Stripped away. And they're moving it up. Anunoby, a good look. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Anunoby's got the lead up to 11 now for New York. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Trent passes to Antetokounmpo. For 3. Trent can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Hard bounce pass. Here's Brunson. And off the fly, and in it goes. Brunson's got 7 points for the quarter.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have...
Oh, my!
Wow! How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And here's Brunson outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Prince finds Lopez. Here's Trent. Bucks passing it around. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Bridges covering. Trent gets the bucket.
Antetokounmpo is a player who does a little bit of everything and all of it really well. Check out that pass.
New York leading by 8. Bridges passes to Brunson. Bridges outside. Towns a screen on Trent. Here's Bridges, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight and an important win for the Knicks.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And this really was a must-win, not literally, but in an emotional sort of way.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you're down 2-0 in a series like this, you cannot afford to drop that third game. It's basically lights out. This win tonight, guys, this breathes a whole new life into this series.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Josh Hart.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team. Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
So it's the Knicks with the win. Things were looking bleak for them, obviously, coming into this game, but with tonight's win, Greg, they are right back in it.
And that's the fight